Just wanted to give you the update on since last night's video that dropped this agentic system now that's being updated. I'm going to be short and sweet here. Still tweaking the created bots. This has been the most expensive AI bot excursion. I've spent over $100 just updating, tweaking these bots. Now, there's the bots that create the bots, if that makes sense. Or there's the Python scripts that create the trading bots. So that's what I'm focused on. This thing is getting so good, highly advanced, that it's trying to choose out options for optimal trading opportunity, but I have to pare it back saying only focus on futures. This process is easily the most advanced I've seen in doing this type of full end-to-end type of trading. It's very exciting, kind of addicted. I'm generating so many of these trading plan and reports. I've done at least maybe 10 today. I had to increase the model that creates the trading bots to Claude. That's what makes it even more expensive now from Codex, because you have to be able to create trading bots that run flawlessly. And unfortunately, some of them didn't pass. So that's what I'm focusing on. And you have to, as time passes, you have to strip away the complexity to get it working. And as a result, now I'm just focusing on futures. Very, very expensive process, I will tell you. I do think this will end up working, and I'll probably post something somewhere online when it's complete and working. As it stands right now, I do have a WhatsApp channel group to keep everybody up to date, but there's just so much activity here doing all this stuff. It's pretty crazy. Wow, we're getting some likes. I don't know if we're getting the actual regulars now. Let me show you the current bot situation here. So hopefully you see that. Okay, so this is the original bot you see. So originally right here, lots of up tier. It's going through right now the collecting of the different news items of crypto, because this is all now Claude. It's more involved. We have commodities, forex, and so on. It's just it's just bonkers. It takes a lot longer as well because it's more data to work with. As I said, I had to simplify it to come down to futures only, and you see things which kind of complicate things when you run these created bots. And then you realize it's because it's looking for option chains, and it could take you, God knows how much in AI costs to figure that out. But it is a fun process, but it's complicated at the same time. I'd hate to be doing it in I'm just waiting to see. Oh, okay. Let me just show you here. So this is the latest batch. So this whole process takes about 20 minutes. These are the latest bots that it created. So you can see here we have Bitcoin futures breakout momentum. Now it's picked up a Solana mean reversion, Ethereum versus Bitcoin futures spread, WTI, crude futures, and so on and so forth. And right there, it's creating about 12 bots. So now each time it's going to create a bot generator, and it's going to create and go through that process to create each of those bots. So when those bots get created, you hope that they run flawlessly. There's two paths I can go with this. I can either go in another Python script that will try to create and correct those errors, but that's when things get pretty crazy. As part of the process that I've learned with this type of agent, set of agents that are running what most like Claude Code and the CLIs for OpenAI and whatnot, they use swarm agent techniques, and it all comes back to the orchestrator programming model on what a lot of these agents are built on. So with Claude Code and let's say OpenAI, CLI, and all those proprietary CLIs for each model, what they do is they automatically assume that it's going to use this orchestration using the swamp methodology. In my case, I'm using it more simple. Because you use the swarm capability, and I don't think you have any control over it within the tool like Claude Code, it becomes more expensive because you're running all the bots in parallel. I could easily do that here, but I'm trying to keep my costs down, but it's already expensive trying to minimize the cost of creating these trading bots, but at the same time, on the initial get-go, that they are creating bots that will run on the first execution. So that's what this is trying to focus on. That's the learning process here over the last few hours. Just letting you know, and when you have an orchestrator that's built around a swarm, that's when it gets very expensive. And again, you can imagine the Claude Code and all that. Anthropic loves to have that because that's when your bills and running AI gets more expensive. So that's what they want. But if you actually do what I'm doing here with the Klein tool or the Klein extension within VS Code, you learn all that as you go to reduce the cost. There are people reporting where they're using Claude Code, not knowing what they're capable of doing. They don't know anything, and they'll go up to the max plan of 200, but understand that that max plan is not a cap. So they start using this thing and just don't watch the bot usage on their Anthropic account, and then they end up with some crazy $2,000, $14,000 bill at the end of each month because there's no caps placed upon their account, and that is so critical if you don't want to have these runaway costs using AI with these tools. And these vibe coders are just getting killed on that, and then they start whining about how it's unfair and blah 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 blah. What can you do? Lessons to be learned. Okay, I don't know how many people are on here. If you want to give me a question or status update, let me know. Because right now the bots are getting created as we speak. We got 12 of them. Let me know. I'm just killing time here, waiting for these things to run. We are now on our second bot. So we'll see what happens here as I run them. But the thing is that's blowing my mind on the capability of this is that you run it, you get all the latest news of all the feeds. I've been doing it multiple times a day today, and I'll create this new trading plan for you in a PDF. And if you see my last night's video, there's even more, but I have to work off of the PDF because if I worked off of the original raw text file, it would create like 50 bots easily. But here I'm trying to limit it to, it was earlier today on average around 6, and then now it's around 12. So I'm going to run this, test it, and you just tweak until you actually get the bots that are created on the fly actually being created in a flawless way. That's the key. And that's where right now where the costs are to get it to that point. But pretty exciting stuff so far. As usual, I'll be scheduling, I'll be on tomorrow night's stream. If I get this running, I'll do another random stream tonight to show you working. But again, it just depends on the progress. I just wanted to do this random stream. No questions and all that. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a good day until you hear from me over the next tonight or tomorrow night on the actual 7 o'clock stream, my time, Eastern Standard Time. Bye-bye.